Welcome everybody, this is your Strategy Wolf and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3, our Lords of Penfro in the year 1898, and currently we have Lord Liverch up Hittite here in charge. Recently in last episode we saw a battle like in the Mercian grounds where we were helping to fight off another Norse invasion team, invasion army. Yeah, and then sorry once again, like I realized apparently just after the upload that actually last 7 minutes were somehow not working in terms of the microphone. I hope this won't reoccur, or I don't even know why this happens, but yeah. We're gonna like be happy, hopefully not have these problems in the future. Apart from this, yeah, the Kingdom of Wales or Cumbria, however you want it, is in war. We have the infighting going on after the death of King Anawar, actually. All right, so we have the grandson of King Rothri in praise. How did he die again? Sudden violent disease, yeah, with the armies in these wars they were fighting. So now we have infighting going on, and we see, okay, this is another Viking army that is plundering, but we do have an attacker, and it's our Duke of Behoibart who is actually fighting for Itwald's claim. He's the youngest brother. No, let's have a look here. Is he the youngest? No, not really. Almost the second youngest brother of our wife here, the children of Rothri, and they're fighting for the throne. Yeah, and who else is being involved? We do see him here. He was like Mervyn was pretty active. He was the one that expanded the Walesian realm here up to here Lancashire and Cheshire. Yeah. So, but we remain neutral because in the end, this is like we don't have a clear saying in this one. So yeah, we will observe this one. Apart from this, we have the stuff for the conquest of the petty kingdom of Mercia. The yeah, okay, well, once again they are just attacking for the de jure. The Mercians, or the head of Stafford, is attacking here to conquer back the de jure Amwithig province in the county over here. Exactly. Apart from this, I would say let's just go slowly in and see what happens over here. And yeah, we shall see what the future brings for us. And we still are looking for the missing village. Little Ups is safely at court now, playing and even speaking with other children. He was this weirdo that we can't really we found in the nature, right? Memories of the silent village still haunt me. In the end, we found not a single trace of anyone who had ever lived there. That cursed land must never be resettled. We get a stewardship lifestyle perk, alright. Control will go up, but development growth. Time will reclaim that village all as it does all things. I mean, we're not so... Oh, we're quite rich. I didn't even see this incoming. What are we doing? We are just temperate, impatient. I mean, the time aspect with the impatience doesn't really fit, but must never be really settled. I think he's... No, he does this as a cynic. Also, he doesn't see it like that. I think we're gonna go for the resettling after a while. And we unlocked a new stewardship perk, which we can use somewhere. We went for the taxman. This one is also quite interesting for us, these defensive measures, sure. But maybe actually after we're trying to develop something, let's get the cornerstone so we can build a little bit cheaper and faster. Is there anything we do have here which is really, really tempting? Yeah, probably extending actually. Wow, this fits nicely. Our walls and towers, from the bastion and curtain walls to a bailey. A bailey is the perfect and most defensible place to store critical supplies that will see us through a siege, such as weapons, armor, and pickled boars' heads. A bailey is the big tower in the middle of a castle, right? I'm actually a little bit surprised I don't know the English word, but yeah. Anyways, 142, it got cheaper through the perk. Let's blast out all of money and invest in this one. Come on. Alrighty. Actually, now we're going to send our son, in this case Hittite, to also improve the development here. I think we still have this little bit of a debuff. Yeah, running out in 3 years. Same time, getting the buff in, running a little bit longer. So yeah, okay, we're going to be fine over here with the growth. Alright. Yeah, we have something else I saw before. We had our nephew, our half-brother's son, he can marry. I think, does he want to be a monk? Now we're cynical, so... I mean, you can ask him if he feels like this We don't have such a strong connection to him, I guess. He doesn't want to be a monk. Alright, that's fine. And then I think I already saw a wife for him. This lovely Selach MacDonald, a Gaelic lady, not so far away. Maybe from not the most noble house, but at least a lady here from a noble lady from the British Isles. So I think it fits. And also not too relevant over here. We can also do something here with our accolades. Alright. Ooh. I have pretty capable knights around here that I could hire, but they're quite expensive. Do we have somebody here? Oh, half-brother, yeah, come on, you can be this one. Marauder attribute, let's have a look. What is the actually army damage? Alright. I'm also not fully in this system yet. It's for me, it was mostly a little bit annoying, to be honest, since it came in with after the last patch or DLC. But alright, maybe I'm also never really went deep into it, so it might be okay. And we need a successor, yeah, that's true. Where can I... wasn't... here. Oh, my nephew, perfect. Wonderful, it stays in the family. Alright, he can marry, and these other things then shall be fine. Excellent. Alright, and then we can keep on going. See how this develops. I think we're gonna lose this Amthig to Mercia, which is, since they are our allies, he's isn't he like, yeah, he's the brother, Pity King Ealdmund is the brother of our son's wife, right? That's how the alliance, exactly, yeah, that's how it worked, and that's why we're also not unhappy about Mercian growth or like stability, since they're a pretty handsome and strong alliance partner for us. Wow, this Albia went really down far. Yeah, up down here, way into Northumbria or Dyra. My counselor Senwen died in her sleep. Alright, she was our spy master. Let's see if we have somebody capable that we actually like. Yeah, no, these former Northmen that we have really a bad opinion on, we will not take. Then it's our half-brother, he's a marshal already. Do we have other capable marshals around? No, we need him as a marshal, since this is more important. She's the new lady at the court, and maybe not. And then we have her sister-in-law. Ah, yeah, she's the Irish lady that was at our... she was the wife of whom? Oh, half-brother Rothery, okay. Well, it's not like she's my favorite person or we trust her super much, but let's do it. We don't have anybody real better for the moment, and these former pagans that our mercy allowed here, yeah, not being really trusted too much. We're not anti-pagans, but we're definitely not trusting them to be our spy master. And I just see somebody here is sieging our fortress, but they cannot siege it because they have too few men. It's kind of annoying, but I would like to do something against it, but I feel like our army force is too small to really deal with them. 106 levies, that's so little, wow. Annoying company. I'm comfortably soaking at the bathhouse, finally getting some well-deserved downtime, when a grating voice from somewhere nearby interrupts my tranquil thoughts. Did you see his? And that ridiculously tiny... Oh, a little farther into the room I spot Rangwar making obscene gestures surrounded by a crowd of laughing psychopaths. It is hard to miss that they are all staring at me. I barely know her and I already feel like I hate her. How dares Ragnar ridiculing me in public? I will not forget this slight. Yeah. Didn't we just like allow them at my place? And they were asking for housing, and now they're joking about my tiny thing. Do we want to murder her? However, we are just temperate. I think for some now, like we are impatient, but she will pay for this. I think so. We're getting rivals. We hate her really, yeah. But I'm not gonna murder her just for this. We could challenge her to fight. Unfortunately, we're probably gonna lose this one. And I mean, she's a Norseman, so I think we're gonna send her away after this. Yeah, she left her privilege to be at our court. That's where did she go? Oh, to Ireland, to Diffling. Okay, this is how come this one is independent? This is surprising. Inherited, granted. It was granted, but okay. Alright, there's a couple of independent Danish counties over here in Ireland still, okay. I hope that would not come to this, but I'm left with no other option. I must resign your appointment as Chancellor of Gigabyte effectively immediately. How dares he, okay. I was so happy to be have this position and be in service of our beloved Duke would be too much. I mean, also being a Chancellor is not necessarily our strength, no. I wonder why he's not appointing me as a Marshal. Well, it is what it is. And our son, yeah, he's also not the most brilliant mind. However, as a steward, he's serving us quite well. He might also improve. And our grandson? Well, we shall see. And this army is retreating, so Difford is free from occupation or plunder pillages. Who's fighting here in this battle? It's the Mercians, okay. And it looks like that here the defender is winning, right? Because we see this as from the defender's perspective. Occupied counties, the Isle of Man is occupied by whom? Alba. And Alba is fighting. Now I'm really confused. Why is Alba being involved here? Ah, this is still buggy, okay. Well, we shall see. Do we have here the army of Morganweg, who's... Okay, this is the Herbath. So, okay, our Duke is... I think like maybe winning this one, actually. We shall see. Raptor Retailer. My half-brother Arthur, an avid hunter, has brought me to a man who sells trained hunting raptors. These are the finest of birds. I raised them from Iasis myself. They will not let you down, Lord. An assortment of hawks and falcons of various sizes sit calmly on a couch before me. Sits calmly on a catch, okay. A hunting raptor. Berenga, okay. At last, Berenga, some to run my moose. Master of the hunt, very good, but I'm not interested. How we, once again, just temperate, impatient. I think I'll go for it. I don't have anything against it. Are we a hunter? Yeah, we hunted here and there, so why actually not? It's a fine specimen. I think it's not necessary that we need him at our... Is that our court? No, you can go, but leave me the bird. Very happy about it. Okay, our antiquarian has ranked up. Very nice. I mean, not of utmost importance, but okay. Maybe we can speed up a little bit since not so much is happening recently. Alright. And we get a new stewardship perk, and I think this very time let's go for the defensive measures as talked before, because it's still the main and most motivating thing for our lords that after these raids and pillages to keep our Penfro or Difford area more and more safe. My niece-in-law Kellach has given birth to a daughter, Jan, a good Cambrian name, Mararet, of course, why not? Our nephew is having kids. Good. She's on from our dynasty, so yeah. It's always good to have some around. The Dark Cave. One of the children at court, Erlinger, has taken a doll of a younger boy and thrown it into a nearby kell. He's a Norse. He's one of the ones that had to convert, okay. My ward was there and I saw it all happen. She ran into the cave and didn't come out for almost half an hour. But when she did, she had retrieved the toy, much of the annoying of Erlinger. Very brave, albeit perhaps somewhat foolish. And she is your guest and ward. Ah, it's the daughter of our duke and he asked us to educate her. I almost forgot about this one, alright. She can turn brave, stubborn or wrathful. I think brave is fine. I will leave her this attribute. I think he will go away quite happy how we're raising her. Does it make sense now she's already here? Maybe do we have an offspring that... I mean, shall we... We kind of have nothing... Livarch with our duke's daughter, maybe. I mean, there's a son. So he's gonna be the heir, but... I mean, the alliance is maybe not the necessarily best, but... Or we also do have a son that I completely forgot about. Here, a second one. Same age, they grow up together. Which, I mean, just a security reason, so he just after he withdrew our court position, but not that he's having ideas of kind of taking our lands or so on. Maybe it's a good idea to marry off our second son, who is 9 years old, with Ronben. Yeah, I think it's like, let's do this betrothal. There's nothing that really speaks against it. We're not planning any uprising versus our overlord, so alright. The road. My steward Hiffite informs me that there's a desperate need for a new road to traverse the lordship of Diffit. Many of the old roads are dilapidated and even dangerous. A commoner by the name of Berthgwyn has been put forward as the natural leader of the construction effort. See it done. My steward will handle this. These road, we are good enough for our ancestors. Actually, even my son is better. Why would this dude do it? No, of course my steward and son will do it. Hopefully he's gonna be quite successful. When his brother is getting betrothed. The road at distant fief. The work on the road Diffit is progressing, but the stretch of land currently being prepared goes beyond the hill, far from both villages on either side. Both villages are reluctant to provide workers, and there's uncertainty over who even owns the fief beyond the hill. Then we take workers from both villages. Work to death. I will pay for the work there myself. Or if there's uncertainty, the fiefdom rewards to me. Yeah, we can't really afford this. I think we're gonna go for this because from both villages workers. I mean, we are impatient. This could be cynical, impatient, but temperate and just. No, I will pay for the work myself. Getting a little bit into deficit. Alright, and now we swayed at least our bishop, so we should get a little bit also now church income, which is nice, and I think we can stop it over here. The road, lack of expertise. Oh, come on, how my son is an expert, isn't he? I keep telling them to go straight through the field, but Berthgwyn insists on rerouting them through the nearby woods. Hiffite is visibly upset with the road work in Diffit. However, Berthgwyn keeps insisting on his approach. The soil in the field is uneven and not dense enough, my liege. The forest is a much better path. I mean, listen to your betters, peasants. Yeah, we are just in temperate. I think he knows best. He's from the area. Let's... Okay, Hiffite loves us anyways. We can do this. I have, by the way, also no idea how this road mechanic works. I feel like it's also from the mod that we brought in. So, yeah. The road, regular use. Even before it's complete, merchants have begun traveling along the new road in Diffit. Bergfinn suggests that those who use the road should contribute to its construction. No, we're just in temperate, actually. We want to do... No, I think we just... What an original idea. I like... Wait. Or they could contribute to my coffers, or what an original idea. I like it. Yeah, let's do this. Not to my... I'm not greedy. However, now we lost some control over Diffit, but we can easily, I think, improve this very quickly, that we go back to absolute control over here. Child of my dynasty, my daughter-in-law Helga has given birth to a son. Perfect. Since the little one is part of the Upladry dynasty, he should be blessed with a good name, Rysert. Oh, his brother's called Livarch, and he's Rysert, okay. And also, like, we just betrothed our younger son, but maybe we should also go for, yeah, a man for our daughter, Angaret. The road at Tavern. The road construction in Difford has met a delay. Bergthrin reports that the workers have been corralled by the would-be innkeeper. To soothe their souls and that of other travelers, they are building a roadside tavern. Oh, nice. What a lovely little pub over there. Organized inns. Holding taxes, control growth. Owned by the crown, of course. Nah, get them back on the road. Klar, of course. I was just thinking he might be a good candidate. He the last remaining Irish Christian, but no, he is not. Wow, the Wessex really took over. He owns... Alfred Dionys is owning all of these counties himself, okay. So it was taken from the... It was taken here from the Cornish. But maybe we can actually marry into Alfred's grandson. Is there my daughter? I think that's a great match. Kind of a big house. Yeah, let's do it. Great, even though they are, of course, once again, a little bit weirdly naked, but I can change this. Yeah, let's not be too... He's kind of high medieval. He's early medieval, high nobility, kind of. But yeah, he's living at our... He's coming to our court soon. Let's do this. A little bit of a cloak. Yeah, that's fine for the moment. I just don't want to have these weird Saxons in their weird outfits running around. And we got robbers. Even an unfinished highway is a highwayman, it seems. Bergthrin has problems with supplies that never arrive and workers who are scared of leaving their villages. At this rate, the road in Difford will never be finished. Post guards along the road will get a little bit of a lower levy size, but our levy is so small, I think we can do this. I do not care. Finish my road. Oh, we're impatient. Yeah, we're impatient. Let's go for this one. And we're losing more and more control over here, but we'll also improve it soon, hopefully. And there's my daughter-in-law Helga gave a Rysert. Oh yeah, we just named him. Also, Isabel over here also has no betrothal so far. Okay, the end of the road. The road network through Difford is finally complete. Actually, let's attack him. This might be very well the best roads in the entire realm, my liege, Bergthrin announces with pride. I cannot wait to reap the benefits. For 30 years, wonderful. This is kind of a boost for us, great. I have more work for you, but it was my son who fulfilled this one, huh? Do we want him? I mean, he's also not bad, right? And in the end, the only difference is he joins us and we kind of like him and we adjust, so why not? Actually, he can be at our court. That's good. And we've got a stewardship work available, so organized muster roles, a professional workforce. I'd go for actually the muster roles first. So, fine. And we were looking for another, yeah, spouse or a bit for our younger daughter. Is there anybody around that makes a lot of sense? I once again don't want to marry off to randos that are super old already. I think this doesn't really make a lot of sense. On the other hand, I somehow don't get minors showed. Oh, there's the minors. To be honest, let's rather look around in the surroundings and what we can do over here. Maybe the Lord of Gwent or his... It's a little bit too young. My wife Princess Nest come for her interest in Venery, brings rumors for beasts spotted in my realm. Yeah, interesting. We have game in Difford. Maybe when we have some money left, we can organize a hunt. Why actually not? Who is he? This other lord here in Dihoybath. from the Bryn Chain Lock Significant Dynasty, okay. The King of Alba, okay. Are they Gaelic? No. Anyways, so... Oh, he's also more or less the same age. I think this is a good, wonderful occasion here. 11 and 12, they fit perfectly together, so another wonderful betrothal. Such an episode of love. We're spreading our connections with the other families. Beautiful. And we do have our grandson, Liverch, has become 6, so we can educate him. Before that, we have expectations going on. You're always here for me, and I hope you know that I'm grateful. My ward Ronwen approached me in a rare moment of contemplation. Yeah. We cook or friendship. Let's roll the dice. I don't know how we feel about here, and I feel like not necessarily as a temperate or just man, you need to go for the friendship. Maybe a little bit. Maybe I give this a 1 or 2 and the others is a 4 to 6, so it's a little bit more preferring the first option, the second option I mean. And we roll a 2, still we get the hook, okay. That's fine for me, and it's what how Hipper decided for. Liverch, I'm confused with the names once again. Fox's side. Yeah, we wanted to raise exactly. We need for our daughter. We need somebody to raise her. Where's my wife? Is she already raising too many people? I feel like it's always a good task for a woman to also raise the other women. Makes more sense to me. For a medieval style game, not of course. Don't get me wrong. Maybe we'll then let's do my sister-in-law, why not? And we have our kind of successor, first successor. He needs to be educated wisely, but he seems to love to take a education lifestyle. Do we have somebody really great? Yeah, maybe our physician. But would he a random? He's at least noble, you know, and he's educated. We know that. And he's kind of in the educational lifestyle. Let's do that. And can we also... Oh yeah, we should also make them study a language. Study a language. Is there any interesting one? Norse? I don't know. Gaelic or Irish? He's... Wait a second, isn't he... Oh, we don't have a spouse hit for him. Gaelic or Irish, so probably the Norse, these are the options for us, but let's then make him study Gaelic first, since here the, it's close to Irish, to Welsh, and I think also here the Alba is growing and looks quite powerful, so it's maybe the one kingdom actually at the moment dominating a little bit the British Isles, and therefore quite prominent or, fancy to do this. And of course, we're getting called to war by the Mercians again. And I call on you to honor our alliance and join me in the third circuit conquest of the Earldom of West Riding. And whilst talking North Riding, West Riding. Oh, just talking about the dominating kingdom up here. They are, or not they are, but High Chieftain. Who is it? It's like, okay, the main chieftain of the southern parts of Scotland. He's attacking, and I think, of course, as a just man, we are going to come to the aid of our ally, and we fulfill our obligations, and I will definitely also command this very army. Since it's a person, it's a matter of honor also, I think, and pride or dignity. So that's why we march up north. And my niece Kellach got another son. Why not actually Rodri? That's in remembrance of the great king. Alright. And we actually, didn't even notice, we got into a new century. The 900 is on. And almost over also. Uh-oh, and we are marching here into a waste rock of forces that we can offer. I feel like we can't really help our allies here. But I think this is also subject the next episode actually, which because this is a good moment to end, and we're now the 1st of January 901, so we can enjoy the next episode together, the next year, a new episode. Anyways, I still hope you liked this one very much. If you did so, please leave me a like and subscription if you haven't yet. It helps the channel a lot while it costs you nothing. So thank you very much. And yeah, hope you like this one. See you next episode. Bye, your Strategy Wolf.